Hi everybody, this is Ashraf Yasmin from CSE department. I'm going to take database management system. The subject code is CS3492. So this is a transaction about the third unit. We are going to see about transaction. What is a transaction? It's a sequence of database operations. So in level by level, the unit wise, okay? It's a bank transfer. So debit account, credit, another account. So having a transaction, having maintaining the balance, withdrawals, deposits. So these are the every transaction maintained in database. So the transaction states which is covered active, partially committed, failed, aborted. So these are the status of transaction. So one of the main concept here is acid property. What is acid property? Yeah, acid for atomicity, C for consistency, I for isolated, and D for durability. So what is atomicity? When all operation of transaction occurs or non-occur. It happens, it works or not working. Consistency. So a database moves from one value state to another value. So database moves from one state to another state. It can only move to one to another. This consistency there. Isolation is nothing but a concurrent transaction in it. Do not interfere improperly. Okay, so concurrent transaction parallelly cross it, it won't affect it to each other, it is isolated. So next is durability. Committed changes persist even after failure. So committed, okay, commit back even if it is a failure occurs. Okay, so these are the ACID properties maintained in the transaction in database. So main concept here is serializability. What is serializability? The scheduled serializability produces the same result as some serial executions. Okay, so there are some types of this: conflict serializability and view serializability. What is conflict serializability? Based on swapping non-conflicting operations. Okay, so view serializability based on equivalent read or write result. Okay, so these are the most important concept in the serializability. Okay, so next is transaction supports in SQL. So there are some SQL commands which supports the transaction. So what are the commands is begin, commit, rollback, save point. So main important in database transaction base. So we are following, for example, in banking sectors, they're using the main command list here. Begin, start the transaction. Commit, make charge, the changes permanently, changes. For example, if a debiting account or crediting account, it changes the account permanently. Okay, then when the rollback, undo charges. Okay, so if any changes happen, we will be rolled back. Okay, rollback, come again before what it was. Okay, so undo changes will be there. The save point, create intermediate rollback points. Okay, create intermediate rollback points. And create and then consistently. Okay, so these are the SQL transaction commands which has some purpose during this. Next is concurrency control overview. Concurrency control overview maintain the isolation serializability during concurrent execution. So the multiple users access the database simultaneously. Users can access simultaneously, improve the throughput, and resource utilization happens in then reduces waiting time and essential for online transaction. So this in online transactions very helpful for concurrency control. Okay, and main techniques is following there. It is log based protocols are there, timestamp ordering, multi-version concurrency control, validation based control, snapshot isolation. So this main techniques is followed in the concurrency controls. Okay, so what is multi-version concurrency? The main concept here is a technique is used in database to allow many users to read and update the data at the same time without blocking each other. Okay. So see the diagram. So write happens in process. Okay. So writing at timestamp process 2 and process 3. So they are simultaneously, concurrently, all approaching the database at the same time. So it gives in the preferences. Okay, give with the help of the preferences, priority spaces. Okay, the instead of overwriting a record when it is updated, the database create a new version of the record. Okay, so overwriting the record, it makes in some mistakes. So instead of that, making updated a new record. Okay, so that is the multi-version concurrency control advantage. Okay, the readers can continue viewing the old version safely. So read the new, old, new comers can easily identify and understand easily, and writers update the new version without stopping others. And no read-write blocking happens. So in concurrent control, so no blocking happen here. The writers can update it simultaneously. Readers can continue viewing it and record if the overwriting does not need it. So instead of that, opening a new record itself, and in technique used in database for online transaction. Okay, so this is one of the main advantage here. So till thank you. We have seen still about the serializability, conflict serializability in transaction. So what are the stages? Committed, partially committed, okay, rollback, and what is the rollback? And finally, we have come to that ACID properties. These are the main important concept behind the transaction in DBMS database management systems. Thank you.